Coming up next, it's a new vlog series.
What's going on, you guys? Jonathan Baker here. Welcome to hashtag 349. Well, if y'all haven't seen the final 2 weeks, take a look in the corner. You can also find a link in the description, and you can enjoy the previous episode from there. So anyway, guys, Santa sent me a letter all the way from the North Pole, and most likely he wants me to read this to Duncan. Dear Jonathan, I have seen the next episode of the vlog series, the final 2 weeks. I have heard that your best friend is being shipped out on March 6th to start basic training and his new career in the armed forces. It has been a really good series so far for Duncan and you. I know it will be hard without him on the series, but at least good times and memories will last forever. The real reason for this letter is I want to wish Duncan good luck on his journey to the great beyond. I know 3 years is a long time to be far apart and to not see each other in person. He will make a great military commander and also a living legend. All of us will never forget Duncan. I know it is a very sad time to see him leave. I know it might be depressing at times, but I know he is being watched out for. I know it is not a goodbye, it's just to see you later. I know he will write you letters, and most likely when he comes back from basic training, I hope you and him will do videos together and talk about other things. If you can, share this letter with Duncan and tell him what an awesome friend he is. He deserves all credibility for the Army, and most likely for the service that he is prepared to do for all of us. I know it won't be the same without Duncan, and I know it is hard for you to see him leave. I know everything will be alright. He is being watched out for. Most likely all his friends and his family will be supporting him. All of us will miss him. We wish him the best of luck. Love, Santa and Mrs. Claus. So anyway, it is time to go over the vlog series Wikipedia. That means I'm going to tell you guys each and every episode that Duncan was in. The first episode debuted on May 30th, 2016, and this episode was called The New Series. As I started this new series, I thought it was really cool to do videos on YouTube, and that's what I really wanted to start doing. So we decided to hang out the very first day of the opening series. And we went to the movie theater and saw X-Men Apocalypse. And most likely, we got to hang out for the whole evening. We had fun. And most likely, I dropped him off at his house. And evidently didn't get to see him until the upcoming week. The next episode was Vlog 14, the new video camera. As I was getting this new video camera, I decided that long videos was coming into place. And evidently, we hanged out again, and we went to go see the Avengers movie. And so. Well, after that, Duncan was off throughout Season 2. And most likely, he didn't return until the Season 3 episode of Lightsaber Troubles. In this episode, Duncan was taking a look at my new lightsaber, the Graflex Ultra Saber by Ultra Sabers. Vlog 60 was when he unexpectedly showed up at my house and also brought Caleb with him. And they were looking at my lightsabers, they were testing them out. We were just having fun, you know. The next episode was visiting the Alamo. Duncan and I got to go visit the Alamo. And most likely, we got to spend pretty much the whole evening just hanging out, you know, visiting the Natural Museum. And most likely, it was a fun experience to see the Alamo once again. In Season 4, we see Vlog 96, which was his next episode that he appeared in. This episode was called Download. He was helping me download a video game on my PS4 console. And most likely, him and me were fixing to play and hang out some more. Vlog 98 was the next episode in Season 4 that he appeared in. And this one was called History. As ending the 4th season, we get into the 5th season. And hashtag 113 was his next episode. Duncan's Award was the episode title. As it was a rainy day, Duncan was getting awarded by his hard work on the vlog series. And he deserved credibility for the videos that he has done with me. And so. The next episode in Season 5 was called The Hangout. Well, it was an early evening, and we decided to have Chinese food. Well, evidently he takes me to this expensive Chinese food place, and everything was really expensive. It was about $50 for a whole buffet. I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money to be paying. And most likely we got to hang out, you know. We wanted to go see movies, but apparently there was no movies out during the time. His next appearance was 122, Rats Getting in My Car. We take my car down to Express Loop. Most likely, my car had lack of energy. This one guy was thinking that there was rats chewing on my power cables. And most likely Duncan was just sitting there laughing his head off. He's like, well, there's rats getting in your car and so. The next episode that he appeared in was Evening at the Park. While the evening progressed, Duncan and I decided to go to this park. Both of us was playing Pokemon Go. and just walking around, visiting with one another, and everything else. The next episode was a playback of Saturday's episode, where I evidently played back hashtag 123. And most likely just having a lot of fun. The next episode was in Season 6, The Hangout, Part 1. Duncan and I was hanging out, having a good time, and most likely just enjoying company together. The next episode was the new park. Well, anyway, Duncan took me to this new park. Even though it was wooded area, even though there was wild animals, we continued to play Pokemon Go. Well, it was nighttime, and most likely he wanted to explore the woods. Even though it was dark outside, and there is a lot of wild animals in the vicinity of the park, we decided not to go in. The next episode that he appeared in was Camping Safety. Most likely, I was reading signs on camping safety. Do not engage a wild animal as it may attack. And most likely, if you do see wild animals, you are to contact a guard immediately. The next episode was the season finale on Vlog 149, Video Games with Duncan. Most likely, Duncan and I was hanging out, playing video games like we usually do, and we were having fun just playing Star Wars Battlefront. And anyway, we just enjoyed the evening on that. So, anyway. So, after that, we get into Season 7. Vlog 152. Before the new DLC. Well, most likely, Duncan and I are awaiting on the new DLC. And anyway, it was a really good DLC. We really enjoyed it. Most likely, it was the Death Star DLC. The next episode is Bespin Cloud City gameplay. Well, most likely, I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront, and Duncan and I were just doing, video or voice chat on our PS4 systems. And we're just hanging out, just enjoying video games, and enjoying a good conversation, if you know what I mean. Vlog 159 is Friends Helping Friends. Most likely, I go over to Duncan's house to help him on Star Wars Battlefront to unlock weapons. And evidently, we just had fun, and I was unlocking weapons by, getting as many kills. Because on Star Wars Battlefront, you have the HUT contracts. Most likely, it says get 20 kills with a pistol. And, you do that. Get 20 sniper kills, and evidently, you unlock the contract. You get the new weapon after you complete the tasks at hand. After that, we have 160, Vlogging in a San Antonio Mall. Well, Duncan and I, we went to the San Antonio Mall just to go look around. We look at all kinds of funny things. We look at Legos, all kinds of cool things. And then we have the next episode, Caleb's Last Day, which is vlog 161. This episode was the playback of when Duncan brought Caleb to my house, you know. He's looking at lightsabers, and evidently he's seeing what they're like. Okay, so the next episode is vlog 168, Cat and Mouse. And continuously I was still playing with Star Wars Battlefront. That's why I called that episode Cat and Mouse. We now get into Season 8, Vlog 171. And continuously I'm still playing Battlefront with Duncan, you know, because we're just having a good old time just playing video games. And then we have Vlog 182, after Hurricane Matthew. And as you guys may know, this was before the release of the Young Life Exploration series, which released in October of 2016. Well, we've heard that Hurricane Matthew was hitting the Florida and the coastline of, you know, North America. Evidently, the hurricane was finally gone. It was past Canada. And most likely, the whole storm faded out, because it was getting into that cold air. And most likely, it just disappeared. The next episode was called Where Evil Hides. Duncan was coming over to watch Star Wars Rebels with me. And most likely, he was in the bathroom, sounding like a demon. He was saying, "Get out!" You know, all that, you know, making funny noises. And so. The next episode was vlog 207, Exploring. It was close to a Halloween weekend. And most likely, Duncan and I was going around places. We saw a abandoned trailer house. Most likely, this trailer house looked like it has been trashed by somebody. Even though you have next door neighbors, and this thing is just sitting by itself. And we were just looking at it for just a moment, and evidently, you know, we left after that. The next one was my favorite of all episodes, Happy Halloween, vlog 208. It was Halloween night, and most likely we were going from Party City to the next Halloween store. Duncan was being really funny. He was trying on horse heads and a unicorn head. He was like, you know, being funny. And it was hilarious. He actually scared a little girl. Yeah, but anyway. Now we get into Season 10. Duncan's Return. Vlog 234. And then we see Vlog 235. Test Drive Part 1. Now I do remember this episode specifically. Duncan and I was going out, and I test drived a 2016 Honda Fit. Well, this guy was eager to take Herbie from me and sell me a 2016 model car. And evidently, I told the guy, I said, dude, I'm not here to buy a car from you. I'm just here looking around because my friend wanted to, and he wanted to see what the 2016 Fits looked like. Well, evidently, we get into test drive part number 2, and after the test drive was finished, I got in my car, and along with him, and we went to GameStop and looked at video games. Now we get into season 11. The next episode that he appeared in was A Fun Day. And after that, that was the last episode that he actually got to be in. I know I'm running out of time. I'll hurry up and get another video started. And most likely, just telling you guys each and every episode that Duncan was in. In season 12, he returned in the episode Renovation. Well, anyway, his stepdad's house was being renovated because they were getting wood, like tile wood, and getting rid of carpet. And then after that, we see apartment hunting, which is the next episode. Most likely, Duncan and I was looking at apartments, looking how much it would cost for him to move in an apartment. But evidently, he was asking for another month to his stepdad because they had no openings, and that really sucked at the time. Okay, I'm going to hurry up and get through season 12. Clothes shopping. We were getting ready for Star Wars Rogue One that night. And most likely, we were dressing up as rebels. Because most likely, you have rebels or you have stormtroopers. It just depends which side you are on. And then we see the final episode in season 12. Vlog 276, Rise of the Rebellion. And most likely, this is the night of the big premiere of Star Wars A Rogue One story. And most likely, that was a really good movie. They say the movie was America's #1 favorite, They tell the story of how the Death Star plans was on Scarif, and how the rebellion was ending up stealing it. And knowing that the Death Star had a weak spot. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and I will return on doing another video and Duncan's episodes being announced one by one, seasons 1 through 15, and so. But anyway, we'll return right after this.